We made it to Redcloud Campground. It's only about 42 miles from Carcass, but you're going uphill the whole way. And when you turn off the dirt road, it's a little bit washboardy. It's not horrible, but I didn't go over 12 miles an hour. So I'm a little nervous that we're the only ones out here. I guess I'll just have to get over that. Never know who can show up. There's pit toilets. There are no fires and no charcoal, things like that. And we'll just see how this site does. It's beautiful out here. It is, I've got everything level, but I'm just worried a little bit about the afternoon sun. You know, camping dry, could be warm. There's one over here that is more shady. So I don't know, I might move if it's too hot. And tomorrow, that's the first one you're gonna drive into. It's a little shorter, but it's not bad. It really smells good up here. I can already see the alligator junipers and some ponderosas. And there you can see more of the mountain up there. And the road coming out here, on Google, it gives you the county road number, like A019. But that's not what's on the signage. The signs are actual names. So I'll try to get the names of the roads and write them down if anybody is interested in coming up here. So that was kind of confusing, but if you're using Google, you know, the arrow is right there where you turn, and it's open livestock country coming in here, so the cows are just right by the road. It's very nice. I'm always nervous, you know, that I get up someplace and there's no place to turn around. And this, when you zoom in on this, I should have looked at the satellite, I guess, but when you zoom in, it just doesn't give you details. So it's a pretty small campground, about 6 or 7 places. And I think there is another campground up the road. I'm not sure, but I was not going to chance it. So the only thing, the side to side right here, I got it level, but I had to raise the camper up really high in the front, which is no problem. I'll just leave it like that. So we're gonna get set up. Oh, I hear another bird. Gonna have to get the bird app out. I'll do a final count on how many birds I saw on my trip, or heard, I guess. We'll check in later. It's about 8 o'clock and the temperature has really dropped. Isn't that pretty? There are so many mountain birds out here that I really didn't know anything about. There's an acorn woodpecker. I've heard of that, but I've never seen one. And they're listed on the Merlin Bird app as uncommon. There's towhees, and there's a western tanager, there's a mountain chickadee, there's an American robin, which I was surprised, and one of them was a nuthatch. Just all kinds. If you're a birder, you should come up here. Well, it was quiet until the masses showed up. It looked like a funeral procession coming in here. I don't know. It's not Boy Scouts because there's boys and girls, so I don't know. And behind me, they're setting up some kind of obstacle course. There's some more people. Oh gosh. And it's Friday night. And I would leave to go someplace else, but you know, tomorrow's Saturday. So, oh, we've got the new Vever shelter set up, which took a little time, of course, for the first time, but I'm sure if I did it, you know, after this, it'd be fine. Jupe wants to see the people. And here's the obstacle course they're setting up. And then I guess the parking is limited, so someone parked right here next to me. Well, we'll just have to endure. Hopefully they get quiet when it gets dark. Found out, I heard them say something about Bible study, so it's a pretty large group. Okay, come on, Jupe. We had to get across that big cattle guard. I squeezed him through that. Come on, Jupe. He's not too sure about that. I'm gonna walk down here. He's onto something. He must have seen something. It's a nice little Not really a canyon, but huh. Okay, come on, Jupe. Let's get out of here. Let's go on down the street, down the road. It's a nice road. It goes kind of up and down. There's a sign that said no snow removal beyond this point. Enter at your own risk. They cleared quite a few trees out. And really, it does look like East Texas, I mean, except for the mountainous part. You know, we have different pine trees, but it's about 20 degrees cooler, and the humidity is about 70% less. This is bear country, but I don't think any bear will show up. I wouldn't want to see any out here, but it'd be kind of neat to see one from the camper at a distance. Good morning. We made it through the night. Those people actually left at dark, which is kind of weird. The little cows are going, or big cows are going down the road. It's private property on the back of us, and there was a couple of ranches on the way. And it kind of scared me just a millisecond. When we first got here, there was a adult cow with her calf, and it just scared me because they were jet black, just for a second. There they go. I don't know what they eat up here, but I guess the rancher supplies stuff. But there's a lot of cattle. In fact, the people that parked right here, it's on the front license plate, it said something about New Mexico beef. So a lot of ranchers out here. But there they go. Isn't that funny? They make their way down the trail. I don't know if Jupe had ever seen one or not. He looked at it kind of strange. Kind of this crazy look. Oh no, he's onto something. Look at this. And I've got him off leash right now just because there's nobody out here. And now I realize he's not going to go anywhere unless he sees something. Where is it, Jupe? Chapter 3 of the Lizard Saga. Now the snorting. Anyway, I was very surprised that that group would come on here just for a few hours because the road is, I guess they're used to it. You know, it took me a very long time to get down that road because I was only going about 10 miles an hour, but I guess if you're used to that, then it doesn't bother. And plus I had the camper, so that makes a huge difference too, I think. Oh, I can hear him. Look at, oh, here we go. Oh, Gemma would love this. I think Gemma taught him how to do this. Oh boy. And I'm going to show y'all something, another first that I've never seen at a campground. In just a minute, let me get him under control in just a second. This started out as a baseball-sized hole. Oh my gosh. Jupe, leave no trace, leave no trace. You can see where this big, I guess it's a gully. That's what we'd call in Texas. It's pretty deep, I don't know, 15 feet, 12 feet. You can see the mountains up there. Quiet today. Jupe, oh my gosh. You would not believe what the towel looks like that I had to wipe his face off with. Oh my gosh. Jupe, we're disturbing the little animals. Let's go. It's pretty green around here. Fire rangers have been by twice, and they were actually behind the campsite. There's private property, I guess, and, well, I don't know, but behind the barbed wire fence, and they had two guys walking along behind the truck. And then another fire ranger came by the main dirt road today. So they're watching out. Look at that cool bug. Huh. Got pretty wings. Ew. It's just been digging again. Shoot. Cool looking. Here's what I'm going to show you. Look at this. Somebody processed a deer and they left the carcass hanging. It's been here for a while. I'm going to cut it down and take the rope and throw it in the garbage and just leave the carcass here. People. Okay, we're on to our next stop. And actually, I'm not sure where that's going to be. That's the really bad thing about not having any service. You know, I know people will do their route, you know, out in advance, but what if you don't want to stay there, you know, but one night? Or what if you decide to stay there 3 nights? And then what? So I kind of plan it, you know, kind of vaguely along the way, but it's easy when you have a signal. But out here, come on, Jude, there's nothing. I only got 1 bar, and I could send text intermittently, but they would take about a minute to go through, and then of course that's about it, and then it goes to SOS, and that's it. So anyway, it's a nice campground if you don't mind not having a signal, or you have something like Starlink. And nobody ever showed up after those people. I thought maybe somebody would show up on Saturday night, but nobody did. Okay, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.